Shalom everyone, I'm going to continue this fantastic series, friends, of the Daf Yomi. We are on page 72 here of Masechet Avodah Zara, making fantastic progress. I'm actually in a street called the Ben Ish Chai Street, here in the city of Shemesh, in a very ultra-Orthodox area. And we're talking about the Mishnah on today's page of the Gemara is, let's say, concerned now whether, when, let's just say, wine is poured into a barrel containing forbidden wine, perhaps the connection between the liquids will cause the permitted wine now to become prohibited. You're mixing together. We're talking about tarubot and mixtures over here, territories, and this is going to be a problem. Now, it's actually interesting. This, let's say, theme leads to a number of other warnings made to Jewish people who dealt with wine as described inside the Gemara. Now, the Rav Chisda, the great rabbi in the Talmud, instructed the Jewish people, the Jewish wine dealers, when you measure wine for non-Jews, either cut off the flow or pour it with a splash. That was his advice. Now, Rabbah told Jews whose occupation was to pour wine, when you pour wine, let no non-Jew, Gentile, come near to help you, lest you forget yourselves and rest the barrel on his hands, and then the wine will be poured as a result of his actions, and the wine will become prohibited. That's what said. Now, the Gemara relates that a man was drawing wine through a siphon, something called a siphon. This consisted of a large and small tube. Now, the Gemara refers to these as something called a gishta, I think, and also as a bait gishta. Now, a non-Jew, a Gentile, came and put his hand on the large tube, and Rabbah disqualified all the wine. Now, enter another great rabbi, Rav Papa. He actually said to Rabbah, some might say it was Rav Ada bar Matana, or it was Ravina who said to Rabbah, was it on account, let's just say, of the stream that went through the tube, from where we can learn that the stream constitutes a connection? That's what we said over here. Now, it's interesting. Rabbah answered that it's different in that case, since all the wine is drawn towards the tubes, so it is though the non-Jew touched all the wine inside the barrel. Now, it's actually interesting. Mar Zutra, another great rabbi, mentioned about on various occasions before in the Talmud, the son of Rav Nachman, taught that it is permitted to drink wine from a vessel containing several tubes, provided the Jewish person stops first, but not when the non-Jew, let's say, stopped first. Since the wine from the mouth will return to the vessel, Rabbah bar Rav Huna visited the house of the Reish Galuta and allowed the company, which included non-Jews, to drink from a vessel containing several tubes. Now, we find many pictures from the ancient world that show groups of people drinking from a single vessel by means of tubes and siphons. Very interesting. That's what Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz actually adds in his excellent notes here on the Daf Yomi. We're in Ben Ish Chai Street over here in the city of Shemesh, ultra-Orthodox area. Enjoy and watch every day, friends.